and take a little closer look. The showstopper of round one, the telecom war. And by the way, guys, this is also the final match of round one. So it's been 125 days since Worlds 2021, where Faker and Arya did meet. Will Ari make an appearance? Most played by Arya and solo queue versus Faker's LCK 8-4 win record on that champion. Absolutely. How will T1 deal with life? Certainly, T1 has an incredibly strong bottom lane, probably the strongest, if not definitely.
Stats here very clearly showing one of the overall stats in terms of what T1 has shown. And I gotta say, like, when you just look at the game times, they look okay, but it doesn't really matter. Just win the game at the end.
Definitely not the case. Our key player matchup will, in fact, be the top lane. And I think a lot of that is because of what Rascal has been able to do. 14 solo kills. And we're not even halfway through the season, right? Rascal's got another series here before the literal halfway through.
And Rice immediately getting swept up by KT. And for T1, that would probably mean an Aphelios pick.
What is going to be the pick here? Will it be support for Keria? Are we seeing a mid laner for Faker? And it will be the LeBlanc.
And I actually really like the lead pick away here from T1.
As Rek'Sai is going to be locked in, again, because it's Rek'Sai, we all know about this. He is a fantastic Rek'Sai player, and it is a bit of a counter pick in the 1v1 matchup into Lee Sin. But how will it do in the comp? As, okay.
I didn't even get the chance to call for it, but I love it. This is the classic combo, right? Caitlyn Morgana in terms of managing waves, but obviously she's going to have to use mana to try and actually thin the waves out, as early trading right from the get-go here. Into a lane that shoves as well as... oh boy. It's Caitlyn Morg. It's not fun. Yeah. There's not even a trap available yet. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, this is what you'd like to see, as Cuz, he went back, came immediately to the bottom lane, looking for the gank, the flash, and the knockup will be first blood into the hands of Cuz, who does pick it up, and Keria has to flash and ignite to try to get out of this, but he's almost definitely dead, right? There is the initial roam from the Rise.
And yeah, trying to get that shove in, trying to make sure that that cannon minion dies as well, but instead, Cuz finds a really nice timing and will be able to pick up. Actually, I think he skipped his Gromp, which would explain why Keria and such a lead. That they are still a good 13 CSL, but Cuz looking for it again. I love this.
And he's really far behind them. And there are no summoners down here, except for Aiming, who has flash, right? There's the slow on Taguma. Nice amount of damage, as we do have even the Rise joining in here. Guma is just 100% dead. There's no way for him to get out of this, as Aiming is going to be gifted the kill this time around.
But might I direct your attention to the item that has been picked up by Cuz?
No.
Yes.
Avert your eyes.
Has technology gone too far, Valdez?
I would say yes. I think today is the day it went too far.
Effectively just a knock-up, and maybe you can get a kill as Cuz.
No root here on a Faker means that no kill will happen. Ult is used onto Life, who does not have level 6 himself. Owner gets a great gank down in the bottom side, Aiming all alone now. There's no teleport on either one of these solo lanes from KT. Easy kill will be gifted over to Gumayusi, and immediately T1 strike back.
A 800 gold lead for KT.
Yeah.
And now they're 2k gold, or now they're 2k gold behind us. Carry out sets up the play. Owner just follows, and Aiming is stuck alone underneath his turret. No realm mob. They know where everyone is. This is why they can go for this play so aggressively. Skilled out well, right? And yes, with Conqueror, and I guess with the cost effectiveness of Hullbreaker, maybe it's okay, but... Yeah.
Well, he's just dead. He's looking for it, and he will find Owner in the jungle. Arya flashes in, and Owner with the flash and safeguard away. He will get out of dodge here. Have KT gone too far is the question. Faker's looking for more onto Cuz, who is incredibly low, but is still holding on to his ultimate.
What the actual effect of this is going to be is Owner.
Okay, they're looking for Owner here once again, but this is Lee Sin here going extremely deep into this jungle.
Let's talk about this. Because, again...
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? Karriya in a little bit of trouble, but there is the best item in the game. The stopwatch going to save his life.
Thank you. And that's the end of it. As, yeah, I think he felt a sense of security with the vision that they had on top side, but everyone just walks through the...
The Morgana has come through, and it's almost like the enemy team, KT in this case, are like, wait, the binding lasts for how many seconds? Like, wait, you can just flash on us and ult, and you're just going to kill us? Like, this is the way this champ...
You will have a really great front line, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Owner is like, what are you doing? This is my dragon. He's going to get Infernal Drake for his team, but he pays for it with his life. As now, T1 with a lot of low health bars, they are moving forward, looking for a bit more. It is Mountain Rift. As a re-engage comes in here from KT, but there's Karriya over the wall, and he's looking for blood. A Drada kills now as the Rise is getting so much value in this fight. It's such a close one, as Gumayusi stays alive with the double kill, and Faker with his mobility, and Karriya on full health and a lot of mana. I think that T1 could get something done here. Rascal very tanky. There's the binding. They're looking for the kill first onto the Gragas, and it will be enough. Double kill gonna go to the hands of Faker, as that will be 3 over to the side of T1.
That they had slipping away from them, and this is so greedy, right? You don't have the pride. You know they're aware of this, trying to sneak away this dragon against an opponent that is ready for it. Should never work. Then picking up Owner is nice, but the only people that really matter at this point, of course, are Faker and Guma. Zeus is there to just soak as much as he can, which he does very, very nicely. And when this re-engage comes through, it feels a little bit dangerous. But then, look at the kiting here. You do see that even with the Rise damage still being relevant this early, they utilize the range advantage that they have very, very well.
Yeah.
Karriya comes in and also split up that fight extremely nicely with his chains. And then from this point on, it is just a relatively easy job of closing it out, aiming, not getting fooled there.
Isolate Zeus a little bit, get some pushing going on. Speaking of isolating Zeus, good timing for me to talk about this, is Cuz is taking a brunt of the damage, actually, and he's going to back away. Now everybody on KT all of a sudden is like, we're all bullying Zeus here, and now they're going to kill him. As they are trying to get on top of Owner, but he just flashes away, and now KT is not in a great spot. As immediately, Faker's going for the burst onto Aiming, who will survive, but eventually does go down there. As Zarya comes here a little bit too late to the fight.
And he has shield though, like,
yeah, whatever.
Who cares, right? Like, he's not gonna die. And as I was saying, I wonder if they would have been able to get Zeus a little bit faster here, but instead looking for the collapse. And the key thing here is that, yes, they get Zeus, but at what cost, right? Faker finds a beautiful flank here with the Unleashed Teleport. And now KT stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yes, the Realm Bomb comes through, but because of that flank from Faker, there is no kiting back until Arya finds an angle.
Yeah. I'm extremely aware. Karriya, he just doesn't give a damn. He's like, I know you're in this brush. I don't know why you're trying to fight us right now. And to be honest, I'm asking the same question, guys. I don't see why KT would be taking fights this aggressively when they're this far behind. But maybe, as you mentioned, Chronicler, it's because that's their only option. As Aiming is only going to get caught here on the backside, he has to cleanse.
Accordingly, but then a couple of these cross-map plays, a couple of these aggressive setups, just backfiring, not really respecting T1's grouping and skirmishing on the map.
Yeah, I love Karriya's swagger as he just walks into 3 of them. With the black shield on, he's like, you guys can't do anything to me. I don't know what's going on here. Like, and I don't think he knew 100% they were all in there.
A very long way to go before she's actually there, and then most of the characters on T1 are perfectly happy fighting.
All right, well, KT, they won another fight here. Zeus is basically as tanky as Gragas right now, just because he's so far ahead and because of his itemization, of course. As in goes Owner, he's going to land a kick on a 2 and hop away. Not the first time that Owner has trolled the side of KT. Sometimes it's just one play that you need, right?
Yeah.
And T1 got that in the bottom side.
Oh, the flank.
Here does come the flank. Black Shield, pretty good ability, I would say, as Rascal is desperate to try to get on top of Gumayusi. Karriya uses it on himself, so Gumayusi can't get it. But again, I mean, T1 are so far ahead that just dodge the engage and you should be fine. Gumayusi trying to go very much 1v3, and he's just going to get clapped here by Aiming in the front. As not the best look, but T1's still in a good spot.
See, this is like, I am playing solitaire. I don't know what you guys are doing. I have Hullbreaker.
There's an ace. Oh, great. I'll just put that down and, I got the 2 of spades here, and yes, let's try to kill the Nexus by myself, literally, as he gets booped into the fountain. And the rest of his team are like, no, we're just going to back.
Not even Hullbreaker is that good an item, Valdez.
As teleport number 2, okay, trying to get on in here. Cuz is going to go down. They're trying to kill Keria, and I understand why. As Arya's teleport might get some value here, but again, it is Owner and LeBlanc. But Owner on the Lee Sin, I should mention, is going to go down. Faker still on the run here, as he will hop back, and it does look like T1 are ready for him. As even into the clone, he will go down. So keep
on the same flank ward, by the way, was a bit much. Not necessary, and it's really, I think, aiming that keeps this game alive, at least to a certain extent here. Straight up runs Gumayushi down, and Black Shield does very little.
Did he get 1,001 gold?
Yes, that's I mean, like, I actually do think that in a game that was remotely close, that shutdown would be insanely valuable, because it gets your 1 win condition for the side of KT off to such a cracking start. But I don't think that is this game, Valdez. But hey, if T1 does 2 more times, we got a game on our hands. But I don't think.
No, I don't believe so. We do have a binding on live as Keria is trying to make a fight happen here onto his counterpart. It's like, this is a group quest, but I think I can solo it. You know, it's kind of hard. Like, I have to fight against a lot of enemies as Zeus is being blocked by a big Gragas.
He's breaking the hole.
And here comes the rest of KT. Just trying to get on in here. The Baron is there. Zeus trying once again to chop down the Nexus, but 0 and 5.
Inipsa, a back up.
Okay, really nice follow flash there from Aiming, as that is going to be Owner going down. Aiming gets a kill as Cuz is in the back line here, trying to shut him down, but he's going to get taken out. And now Aiming is low on health as they're just going to go in on the Nexus once again. They're not even taking down these inhibitors. They just don't seem to care. And Gumayushi is so fed that he really doesn't have a care in the world. He's just going to outrange them all. He goes in onto Aiming as the autos come in, and down will he go. As now Faker's trying to take out the Nexus. Are you kidding me? I don't think he's going to get this here. KT are going to defend as Faker will get taken out outside of the Zhonya's, and the Nexus will live again.
All run at the Nexus and do this, or don't.
There's a little bit of the dilly-dallying
both
right now,
of those plans are completely fine with how far ahead you are. But you can't
do one of them.
You can't do all of them at the same time. Because, like, unironically, if while this is happening, while Zeus is walking up, Guma and Keria and Faker just all, like, flash in and just order the Nexus, it dies. Right? Like, that's fine. But instead, Aiming is, I mean, he can't get more fed, so I guess that's something. And also there are 3 inhibitors down, so you can never actually leave your base at all. And if T1 sync up the minion waves, they can just end.
Which is still why, you know, we're laughing. But at the same time, I mean, Aiming is so strong. He does incredible amounts of damage. Look at that bottom lane, though, as Faker is going in. The Rek'Sai is going to stop him, and Aiming again is going to stop T1 as a team. The minions, though, are really getting on in there. So they're trying to get some work done onto this Nexus, but the respawn of the minions here from the side of KT might be enough. Owner gets in there, kills the support. He's got GA. As Faker's still roaming around here, looking for his entry. He's going to try to jump in the back and get a couple of autos. He gets one.
Look at the minions!
And the minions are going to get it. They will take down the Nexus. What an insane and weird way to end the game, but T1 got it done over the course of 10 minutes? I mean, a win's a win, I suppose.
And none of this damage is relevant. What we need to see is total damage dealt to structures.
To Nexus.
That's the only relevant damage. And
안 빼야 돼.
지금 핑크스 10번 맞췄다.
잡긴
카트
했거든.
죽긴 했거든 우리도.
근데 천천히 해봐. 나도 안 좋아. 아래 안 좋긴 해.
끝나긴 해 이거. 기다려 이거 계속 유지해봐.
커블래? 르블랑 가서?
오케이.
나 이대 리기로 하거든?
시간 끌어봐.
이대 닦은 거거든? 닦아줄게 이거.
넥타이 노공이긴 하고.
미니언이랑 같이 싸워.
어때?
오케이.
천천히?
할만해.
나 W만?
천천히 해봐.
카이팅 하면 돼 카이팅.
넥타이 노공이야.
카이팅을 해야 돼.
캐리!
잠깐만.
캐리 그냥!
아우 씨.
죽었다.
끝났자! 캐리!
아,
게임이 어렵냐? 아.